This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm OLANIRETI OLOLADE. The major headlines. FG defies 70% of 2025 capital projects to 2026. POS takeover. FG ends cash payments in MDAs. Burkina Faso grounds Nigerian military aircraft over airspace violation. FG seeks speedy trial of terrorists. Sports. Eagles jostle for sports as Chel prepares final AFCON squad. Entertainment. Dayo Amusa emerges National Vice President of Actors Guild of Nigeria. TikTok restricts late-night live access for Nigerian users. News in detail. FG defies 70% of 2025 capital projects to 2026. The federal government has ordered ministries, departments, and agencies to carry over 70% of their 2025 capital budget into the 2026 fiscal year as the administration moves to prioritize the completion of existing projects and contain spending pressures in the face of weak revenues. The directive is contained in 2026 Abridged Budget Call Circular issued by the Federal Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning and circulated to all ministers, service chiefs, heads of agencies, and top government officials in Abuja. The circular, which was seen on Monday, stated that the annual budget estimates must follow strict guidelines and that all officers responsible for budget preparation were expected to comply fully. The circular made clear that the preparations for 2026 budget would not allow the introduction of new capital projects. It stated that ministries and agencies must continue with the allocations already provided in the 2025 budget, rather than seeking fresh projects. The document said MDAs are required to upload 70% of their 2025 budget to continue next year, and that this must be done in line with national priorities. POS takeover. FG ends cash payments in MDAs. The federal government has outlawed the use of fiscal cash for the payment of revenue and directed ministries, departments, and agencies to install points of sale terminals within 45 days. The directive formed part of 4 Treasury circulars issued by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation and obtained on Monday. In the documents, the Accountant General Shamsuddin Ogunjimi said all payments to the federal government must now be made electronically and routed through channels approved by the Treasury. All payments to government must be made through electronic channels approved by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation and integrated into the appropriate Treasury single accounts, the circular read, warning that the continued acceptance of fiscal cash was prohibited. In view of the above, it is hereby directed that collections and/or acceptance of fiscal cash in naira or other currencies for all revenues due to the federal government is strictly prohibited. All revenue collections for and on behalf of the federal government must be made via electronic processing, the circular stated. Burkina Faso grounds Nigerian military aircraft over airspace violation. The government of Burkina Faso said a Nigerian Air Force aircraft carrying 11 soldiers was forced to land in the country on Monday after reportedly violating its airspace. The development was reported by the agency's Information and Technology, the state-run news agency, which published a statement from the Confederation of Sahel States. The statement, translated from French, read, "The Confederation of Sahel States informs the public that a C-130 aircraft belonging to the Air Force of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was forced to land today, December 8, 2025, in Bobo, Diolasso, Burkina Faso, following an in-flight emergency, which, while operating in the Burkinabe airspace, the military aircraft had 2 crew members and 9 passengers on board, all military personnel." The statement added that an investigation by Burkinabe authorities highlighted the absence of authorization to fly over the territory of Burkina Faso for this military device. The AES condemned the incident as a violation of sovereignty, saying it condemned with the utmost fairness this violation of its airspace and the sovereignty of its member states. The body wants the air and anti-aircraft defenses of the Confederate space put on maximum alert. We are authorized to neutralize any aircraft that will violate the Confederate space. No official comments has yet been made for the Nigerian Air Force or the federal government. FG6 speedy trial of terrorists. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Ifako, has urged the judiciary to expedite hearings. FG speaks speedy trial of terrorists. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Ifako, has urged the judiciary to expedite hearings in cases involving terrorism, human trafficking, kidnapping, and other violent crimes, stressing that the judiciary must support national efforts to combat insecurity. The AGF made the appeal on Monday in Abuja during the ceremony marking the commencement of the Court of Appeal 2025-2026 legal year. The event was also attended by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, who promised improved accommodation for judges to allow them to discharge their duties without distractions associated with poor living conditions. In his remarks, the AGF said all hands must be on deck to tackle the country's insecurity challenges, calling on judges to support the government by fast-tracking the trials of terrorists. Drug trafficking. India deports 32 Nigerians after crackdown. India's authorities have deported 32 Nigerians linked to a transnational drug network barely 2 weeks after security operatives arrested about 50 suspects in a multi-state narcotic raid. It was reported that the arrests were made of one of India's largest coordinated crackdowns on a foreign-run drug and Awala syndicate operating across major cities. Fresh reports from the Times of India on Wednesday revealed that investigation traced the network to a Nigerian-based kingpin, simply identified as Nick, who is reportedly wanted in several drug trafficking cases. According to senior officials of the Elite Anti-Narcotic Group for Law Enforcement Police Unit, all Nigerians arrested in Delhi were allegedly working for the fugitive kingpin. Less than 10 days after the Eagle team, in coordination with the Delhi police, nabbed 50 Nigerians linked to drug peddling, 32 of them have been deported. During the probe, the officials found that the Nigerian drug peddlers were working for one Nick, who is wanted in multiple cases registered by the Eagle, the report stated. New voter registration hits 2.68 million nationwide as Osun maintains lead. The Independent National Electoral Commission released its latest report on Monday, indicating a nationwide total of 2,685,725 newly registered voters through online and physical continuous voters registration. According to the update posted on the X handle of the Commission, 1,576,127 applicants completed the online pre-registration, while another 1,109,588 finalized theirs in person registration. The latest figures place Osun State firmly at the top of the chart as it continues to maintain its lead in the ongoing TVR. Osun recorded 208,357, followed by Kano with 159,669. Sokoto posted 152,650, Imo 145,561, Borno 123,835, Lagos 123,884, and Jigawa 116,246. US delegation holds talk with Benue's monarchs. Benue clerics and monarchs. The United States delegation on fact-finding mission over alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria was in Benue State on Monday, where they interacted with Catholic bishops and the TIV traditional leaders. US Congressman Riley Moore disclosed this in a post on X on Monday, expressing strong support for TIV and Christian leaders from Benue State. It was an honor and deeply moving to meet with His Excellency Bishop Wilfred Anagbe, Bishop Isaac Dugu, and His Royal Highness James Dorizak, traditional ruler of the TIV people, to discuss the ongoing genocidal campaign by the Fulani in Benue State. More wrote. The congressman, who has been vocal about attacks on Christian communities in Nigeria, added that the US would not ignore the sufferings reported by local leaders. Our brothers and sisters in Christ will no longer suffer in silence, he said. The United States has heard your cries, and we are working diligently towards solution. Sports. Eagles jostle for sports as Chel prepares final AFCON squad. The Nigeria Super Eagles are preparing for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, with head coach Eric Chel expected to trim his 54-man provisional squad to a final 28-man selection. The final squad will blend experienced internationals, returning players and debutants, each competing to secure a place in the team ahead of the tournament's December 21 opener. Nigeria's preparations have already been disrupted, with newly established star Benjamin Frederick being ruled out due to injury, while Captain William Trust Ekong announced his retirement from international football shortly after the provisional squad was released. Shell now faces the task of replenishing key positions while maintaining squad balance. CAF regulations allow national teams to submit between 24 and 28 players for the tournament, with 4 optional inclusions. This framework ensures intense competition for the final roster, particularly for players seeking their maiden call-ups or returning from injury. Entertainment. Dayo Amusa emerges National Vice President of Actors Guild of Nigeria. Celebrated and talented Nollywood actress Dayo Amusa has been elected the National Vice President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria (AGN). The election was a remarkable success at the just concluded AGN national election in Benin City, Edo State. Speaking about the announcement, Dayo Amusa said, "My emergence as the AGN National Vice President is a testament to my unwavering dedication, leadership qualities, and long-standing commitment to the growth and integrity of the Actors Guild of Nigeria." These were contained in a press statement signed on her behalf by her media office dated Monday, December 8, 2025. TikTok restricts late-night live access for Nigerian users. TikTok has temporarily restricted access to its live feature for users in Nigeria during late-night hours, issuing an in-app notice to creators as part of what it described as an ongoing safety investigation. At midnight Nigerian time on Sunday, the platform sent a system notification to users stating, "Live notices. TikTok live updates in Nigeria. We are temporarily limiting live late at night in Nigeria as part of our investigation to ensure our platform remains safe and our community stays protected." Checks show that live sessions, which were active earlier in the night, became inaccessible between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m., with affected accounts displaying a no-access label. The restriction also prevented creators from viewing live broadcasts from other countries. Only creators with at least 1,000 followers, the minimum requirement to host a live session, received the notification. Several confirmed that all live activities had been altered overnight. Despite the disruption, creators who earn through live gifting have their balances and previous earnings intact, raising concerns of financial loss. Recap of the major headlines. FG defers 70% of 2025 capital projects to 2026. POS takeover. FG ends cash payments in MBAs. Burkina Faso grounds Nigerian military aircraft over airspace violation. FG seeks speedy trial of terrorists. Sports. Eagles jostle for sports as Chel prepares final AFCON squad. Entertainment. Dayo Amusa emerges National Vice President of Actors Guild of Nigeria. TikTok restricts late-night live access for Nigerian users. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio.